Morning, Trainiacs. If you are a busy age group triathlete, we're going to talk today about how to use that interactive training plan spreadsheet that I gave you a few days ago to make sure that you're not overtraining yourself so that basically you don't end up sick and injured like I've been this winter. Sorry, Coach Pat. It's a me cause, not a you cause. Brick session now. How to use your training plan right after I piece myself back together. Okay, how much prettier? So much prettier. Oh yeah, that's a nice face right there. So as about, I think 250 of you have gone and downloaded the interactive training plan that we built on the weekend and I made available to you by going to triathlontaren.com/plan template. Some of you have asked, like, okay, how do I start using it? What do these metrics mean that I should be thinking of? And something that I'm going through right now actually gives a lot of context to how that plan template needs to be used for you to end up getting faster, avoiding injury, avoiding sickness, understanding the signals that are in your body. And that thing that I'm going through right now is I've been sick more times in the last 3 months than I've probably been in the last 3-4 years. And I started thinking back about the training that Coach Pat was putting me through leading into Half Ironman Austin at the end of October. It wasn't really that intense. And as I was filling out the information, I was like, workouts are going okay. My sleep is okay. It's not like I'm terribly busy, but I was missing out on something very important. Let me show you. So what we've got here is a template training plan, like I say, that you can go and download. And what these last 4 columns end up showing and resulting in is this data that comes on the next tab over in the spreadsheet. And it ends up showing you if there's a dip in these lines, maybe there's a problem that your motivation, your recovery, your sleep, your workouts are dipping down, and you can spot trends in your life that kind of indicate maybe you should back off of the training a little bit. Maybe you should take a little bit of a rest. Now, the thing that I didn't discuss that I ended up getting caught on is this recovery. So as I was going through the training, my workouts were going okay. I was still hitting them. I was hitting the numbers. They were tough, but kind of tough when you start getting into the last few weeks of training for a big race. My sleep, I was sleeping a lot. I was sleeping very well. What wasn't so great was my levels of motivation and recovery, and I wasn't thinking hard enough about it. And looking back, I need to understand more about how real life plays into that. So at the time, in the last 2 months before that race, we shut down our office downtown. We built this garage here. Traveled to Interbike, Kona, and Austin all in a matter of about 5 weeks. And just that change in lifestyle alone ends up leading to overall life stress. And your body can't distinguish life stress versus training stress. So even though I was getting good sleep, my workouts were going well, I was lumping on a ton of additional stress that I wasn't really considering. So as I'm doing that, I need to be indicating that in the recovery tab, and I wasn't doing that with Coach Pat. And what I think happened is I kind of overcooked myself because I wasn't communicating with myself or with Pat well enough that my lifestyle had changed and caused overall stress. And that's what this template plan is for. You need to be honest with yourself that when things are popping up that are out of the ordinary, that aren't really giving you time to settle, maybe even if you're settled and watching Shameless all night, but your mind is constantly going on something that's going on at work or personally, that's additional stress that you need to be accounting for in your recovery metrics so that you can see, hey, maybe we need to back off a little bit, because you don't want to end up in a situation like me where I've had to take, I think, 3 weeks off of training in the last 3.5 months because I'm a little bit pounded down. So in this template, which like I say, you can go and download and start customizing yourself with whatever training plan you've got or you're coming up with at triathlontaren.com/plan template, you need to start indicating trends in your recovery and motivation as a result of, even if you feel okay, lifestyle changes. Things like maybe your kids are going off to school one year and you're traveling a lot. Maybe you're just traveling a lot for work. Maybe you're changing jobs. Things that might not feel very busy or fairly stressful, just changes in your day-to-day ongoings cause mental stress that your body can't distinguish from physical stress. Stress is stress. And when you start overloading yourself with personal, mental stress, you've probably got to back off a little bit on the training stress. And sure, it might feel like, hey, you know what? I'm taking a step back, Taren. Don't tell me what to do, man. Well, you're going to be better off in the long run for it. Now, do you want to see something ridiculous that I've got to do to help rebuild my body before I show you the workout that I did this morning? Come with me. There you go. This is Chinese tea that... Can you guys stop ticking around? Getting one video the other day and you think you're all hot stuff. This is supposed to fix my kidney and my spleen, apparently. I didn't know that I had kidney and spleen problems. And we're gonna try to down this like a shooter and use the 4 Sigmatic coffee as a chaser. Oh, just... That spoon is brutal. Taste it there. I got 4 more days of that. All right, end of the day, long commute home here. In a few hours from when you're probably watching this, I am actually going to be doing a Facebook live takeover with the Rev3 Triathlon Facebook page. It's, I think, Revolution 3 Triathlon at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on February 23rd. Go check that out if you want to get the 5 most unexpected beginner triathlon occurrences that are going to happen in your first race talked about and sold for you. All right, later, Trainiacs. Let's do that.